The North Atlantic is a vast, unforgiving place, cold, wild, and unpredictable. Its waters stretch for thousands of miles, hiding secrets beneath the churning surface. Here, the weather can turn in an instant, and the waves can rise as high as houses, making every journey a true test of courage and seamanship. In these treacherous waters, a special breed of fishermen risk everything for one prize, the giant bluefin tuna. These fish are legendary, not just for their size and strength but for the fortune they can bring. A single catch can be worth more than most people make in a year, but landing one is never guaranteed. On Wicked Tuna, every trip is a gamble, against the elements, the odds, and the fish themselves. The ocean is their arena, and every day brings new challenges. The crews must navigate not only the unpredictable sea, but also the ever-changing regulations and quotas that govern their livelihood. For these crews, this isn't just a job, it's a way of life, passed down through generations. Fathers teach sons, and old-timers share hard-earned wisdom with the next wave of fishermen. The traditions run deep, and the pride in their craft is unmistakable. They endure long days and nights, always alert for the scream of the reel. Sleep is a luxury, and exhaustion is a constant companion. But the promise of a monster tuna keeps them going, fueling their determination through the toughest conditions. The competition is fierce. Each boat wants to be the top earner, but they share a respect for each other and the ocean. Rivalries are intense, but so is the camaraderie. They know that out here, the sea is the real opponent, and survival often depends on looking out for one another. Every decision matters. A single mistake can mean the difference between a massive payday and coming home empty-handed. The pressure is relentless, and the margin for error is razor thin. Every move, every call, every knot tied could change the outcome of the trip. Wicked Tuna brings this high-stakes world into our homes, showing the raw reality of commercial tuna fishing. We see the sweat, the grit, and the unfiltered moments that define life at sea. It's a world few outsiders ever witness, filled with both triumph and heartbreak. We witness the teamwork, the drama, and the heartbreaks as crews chase fish worth tens of thousands of dollars. Every catch is a victory, every loss a bitter pill. The emotional roller coaster is as intense as the physical demands. This is a constant test of nerve and skill. Captains must read the water, predict the fish's next move, and keep their crew focused under pressure. The fight with a giant tuna can last for hours, pushing everyone to their limits. Today, we tell the story of a moment that changed everything. A catch that pushed the limits of what was thought possible. It began like any other day, but soon became a legend in the making. It's the tale of a crew that faced the ultimate challenge and came out on top. Against all odds, they worked together, trusted their instincts, and refused to give up, even when the situation seemed impossible. This wasn't just another fish. This was the fish of a lifetime, the biggest bluefin tuna ever landed on Wicked Tuna. Its size and power stunned even the most seasoned veterans, and its story would be told for years to come. The catch would cement one crew's legacy and leave the entire Gloucester fishing community in awe. It was a moment of pride, not just for the crew, but for everyone who calls this harbor home. The stakes had never been higher. The tension was palpable as the fish was weighed, and the outcome would be remembered forever. The ocean was about to deliver a true monster. In that moment, the line between myth and reality blurred and history was made. This is the story of that legendary day, a day when skill, luck, and determination came together in a perfect storm. And it all began with a single, fateful bite. One moment that would change everything and remind us all why the hunt for the giant bluefin tuna is the ultimate adventure. The giant bluefin tuna is a marvel of the ocean, an apex predator built for speed, power, and endurance. With their torpedo-shaped bodies and shimmering metallic blue backs, these fish are perfectly adapted to life in the open sea, where survival depends on both strength and cunning. Bluefin tuna can swim at astonishing speeds, reaching over 40 miles per hour in short bursts. Their powerful muscles and streamlined bodies allow them to chase down prey and escape predators. And when hooked, they can fight for hours on end, testing the limits of even the most experienced fishermen. Their intelligence and keen eyesight make them elusive targets. Bluefin are known for their wariness, able to spot fishing lines and avoid traps. Their sheer size, sometimes weighing over 1,000 pounds, makes them formidable opponents in the water. For fishermen, the bluefin is the ultimate prize, a badge of honor and a true test of skill and patience. Landing one of these giants is a moment of triumph, a story to be told for years. A single large bluefin can be worth a fortune, especially prized in Japan for sushi and sashimi. The best specimens fetch record prices at auction, making every catch a potential life-changer for the crew. Every fish hooked could make or break a season. The anticipation and anxiety are palpable as the crew battles the ocean's most powerful fish, knowing that one wrong move could mean losing everything. The pressure to land and handle these fish perfectly is enormous. Every member of the crew must work in perfect harmony, using skill, strength, and teamwork to bring the giant aboard without injury or loss. The bluefin's legend is built on its power, intelligence, and immense value. It's a fish that commands respect, both for its role in the ecosystem and its place in human culture. For the crews of Wicked Tuna, every day is a quest for this living legend. Each trip out to sea is filled with hope, determination, and the dream of landing the catch of a lifetime. They're not just fishing, they're hunting a monster that's roamed the oceans for millions of years, a creature whose ancestors swam alongside ancient whales and sharks. It's a primal struggle, a modern gladiator match on the Atlantic, where man and nature collide in a test of willpower and endurance. And on one unforgettable day, that struggle would become the most epic battle the show had ever seen. The crew faced a challenge unlike any before, pushing themselves to the very edge. The stakes were higher than ever. Every second was filled with tension, as the outcome would determine not just their season, but their place in the legend of the bluefin. The legend was about to become reality. Against all odds, the crew would soon find themselves at the center of a story that would be remembered for years to come, and the world was watching, eager to witness the moment when man, machine, and nature came together in a battle for the ages. At the heart of this story is the Hot Tuna, captained by TJ Ott. TJ is a seasoned veteran raised in a family of fishermen, known for his calm under pressure. His crew isn't just a team, they're a family, living and working together in the harshest conditions. Each member has a roll bait rigger, rodman, spotter. Their communication is seamless, honed by countless hours at sea. The pressure was immense. The leaderboard loomed over every decision. Being at the top meant security and pride. At the bottom, uncertainty. The Hot Tuna crew was determined to prove themselves, pushing harder and working longer than anyone else. Their unity and drive made them formidable. When a fish is on, their roles merge into a single, focused effort. This teamwork would soon face its ultimate test. They had no idea what was coming, but they were ready for anything. The ocean was about to challenge them like never before, and their legacy was on the line. The day began like any other. Choppy seas, cold mist, and endless waiting. The horizon was a blur, the sky and water blending into a single, restless expanse. Out here, time seems to stretch, each minute marked by the steady rocking of the boat and the distant call of seabirds. Fishing is often hours of patience, broken by moments of chaos. The crew knows this rhythm well, long stretches of quiet anticipation, punctuated by sudden bursts of adrenaline. They swap stories, check their gear, and watch the water, always alert for the slightest sign of life below the surface. The Hot Tuna crew stayed out while others headed in, trusting their instincts that rough weather might bring the giants. While most boats sought shelter, they gambled on the storm, believing that the biggest tuna would be on the move, undisturbed by the competition. Tension built as the hours dragged on. Every flicker on the fish finder, every diving bird, sent a jolt of hope. The crew scanned the screens in the sea, searching for any clue that their patience would soon be rewarded. Then, the silence shattered, the reel screamed. The sudden sound cut through the monotony, electrifying the crew. In an instant, the calm was replaced by chaos. A fish had taken the bait, and from the power of the run, they knew this was no ordinary catch. The line tore through the water, the rod bent double, and hearts pounded with excitement and nerves. Instantly, fatigue and cold vanished. The crew sprang into action. Every member knew their role, moving with practiced precision honed by years at sea. The waiting was over. The battle had begun. Faces set with determination, they braced themselves for the fight ahead, adrenaline surging through tired muscles. Every second counted as they fought to keep the fish on the line. The deck pitched beneath their feet, salt spray stinging their faces, but their focus never wavered. The ocean was restless, but so were they. Against the backdrop of crashing waves and howling wind, the crew matched the sea's energy with their own. This was the moment they'd been waiting for. Every hour of patience, every ounce of effort, had led to this test of strength and will. The fight for the fish of a lifetime was on. The massive tuna thrashed at the surface, its power and determination matched only by the crew's resolve. The crew's training and teamwork took over. Each movement was coordinated, every shout and gesture understood without words. Years of experience came together in these crucial moments. The stakes had never been higher. One wrong move, and the fish could be lost. The tension was palpable, every eye fixed on the line, every muscle tensed for the next surge. The next few hours would test everything they had. As the sun dipped below the horizon, exhaustion set in, but no one dared to let go. The fight was as much mental as it was physical, and the world would soon know why. For on this restless sea, patience and perseverance had finally paid off, and the legend of the Hot Tuna would grow with the dawn. The reel's scream turned the deck into a war zone, organized chaos. Captain TJ barked orders, the crew moved with precision. One man braced on the rod, another cleared lines, every move critical. The tuna's first run was explosive, stripping line at lightning speed. The fight was on, a test of strength, endurance, and nerve. The fish dove deep, seeking the safety of the abyss. Captain TJ maneuvered the boat, keeping the line tight, anticipating every move. Hours passed. The crew rotated on the rod, muscles burning, hands raw. They encouraged each other, refusing to give up. Inch by inch they gained line, pulling the giant from the depths. The fish fought back with sudden powerful runs. As it neared the surface, tension peaked. The shadow in the water was massive. This was the critical moment. One mistake, and it could all be lost. The battle was more than physical. It was a test of will, and the outcome was still uncertain. The bluefin tuna is a true titan, over 10 feet long, weighing more than 1,500 pounds. Its power comes from a voracious appetite and a unique, warm-blooded physiology. This gives it unmatched speed and stamina, making every fight a battle of attrition. Decades of overfishing led to strict quotas. Every catch now carries responsibility. The crews of Wicked Tuna operate under tight rules, with limited tags each season. Their work is about more than profit. It's about managing a precious resource. The bluefin's recovery is fragile, and every fish is a symbol of both power and vulnerability. The Hot Tuna crew knew this as they fought their giant. Their catch was more than a victory. It was a reminder of the ocean's strength and fragility, and the world was watching. After hours of battle, the Hot Tuna crew finally secured the giant. Exhausted and elated, they towed the fish back to Gloucester. Word spread fast. A crowd gathered at the docks, eager to witness history. The fish was too big for the deck. A crane was needed to hoist it from the water. As the tuna rose, gasps and cheers erupted. The sheer size was staggering. The crew watched, pride and anxiety etched on their faces. The fish was lowered onto the scale. Silence fell. The official checked the reading. Every eye was fixed on the display. The number flickered, then settled. This was the moment of truth. The fish's value, the crew's place on the leaderboard, and their legacy all hung in the balance. The dock held its breath. The entire season came down to this single number. The crew waited, hearts pounding. The verdict was about to be revealed. Would they make history? The answer was seconds away. And Gloucester would never forget this day. The official announced the weight. It shattered the show's record. For a moment, stunned silence. Then, the dock erupted in cheers. The Hot Tuna crew celebrated, lifting Captain TJ in triumph. Years of hard work, sacrifice, and teamwork had paid off. This was more than a paycheck. It was validation, pride, and legacy. Rivals came to see the fish, offering congratulations and respect. The catch catapulted Hot Tuna to the top of the leaderboard and secured their season. But the victory was about more than money. They had etched their names into Gloucester's history. Their story would be told for years, a legendary tale of grit and glory. The bar was raised for everyone. The ocean had delivered a true monster. And the Hot Tuna crew had answered the call. Their bond, their skill, and their spirit had made history. The legend of the giant bluefin was now theirs. A catch like this leaves a legacy, defining careers and inspiring a community. For Hot Tuna, it meant pride, security, and a place in fishing history. For Gloucester, it was a story of tradition, skill, and hope for the future. But it also sparked debate, triumph for some, concern for others about the species' future. The catch brought conservation to the forefront, reminding all of the delicate balance between heritage and sustainability. Fishermen are stewards of the ocean, their livelihoods tied to its health. A record catch is a symbol of recovery, but also a warning of what could be lost. This story invites us to reflect on our relationship with the sea. How do we celebrate our victories while protecting the giants of the deep? The answer will shape the future of fishing and the fate of the bluefin tuna.